while you're waiting for the camera here? Hello. All right. Looks like we're waiting on a couple groups to get in here, but I think we can probably go ahead and kind of get things rolling here a little bit. Saw a few new faces here today, so that's awesome. If it's your first time here, so glad that you're here with us. Welcome to the Spark. Those of you that have been coming, glad that you're back. It's always good to see everybody. So before we get going, let's see. We have a theme that we talk about all year long. And next week, we're going to really talk about this thing. We're going to finally sit down and really talk about this thing. But what is our theme for the whole year? Gia's going to answer, but not until everybody's real nice and quiet for me. Got some guys right here. Go ahead, Gia. What is it? It's move. Let's go ahead and go to that next slide, maybe. Is it going? Oh, there's nobody there. There's nobody there. Jason came just right at the right time. Move is our theme. That comes from James 1:22. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Do not merely listen to the word and so deceive yourselves. Do what it says. Before we go any further, I'm going to need you guys to give me 5, please. Go ahead and put your hands down. Let's try that one more time. Give me 5, please. All right, that means our voices are off. Very good. We got to keep it down so you can hear what I'm saying. Last couple weeks, you guys have been really wound up, high energy. And I always tell you, I love the enthusiasm, but we got to make sure we're staying quiet so we can hear what's going on. All right, so do not merely listen to the word and so deceive yourselves. Do what it says. That can mean a lot of different things. There's a lot of things that we can do in order to do what God wants from us, to do the things that we're told to do in the Bible. So there's a lot of things, all kinds of examples that we could give about what that means. But one of the things we do is our missions projects in the Backpack Pantry Project. So if you've got money for our missions, go ahead and bring that up. Oh. A lot of money, yeah. It's awesome. Oh my goodness, look at all that. Awesome. Yeah, a lot of missions money coming in. I sent a message to those of you. Give me 5, please. One more time. Give me 5. I sent a message to those of you whose parents are signed up for the Remind app that get messages that the Backpack Pantry is finally going again. It's finally going, so bring some missions money in so we can help support that. It's awesome that we all get to be a part of that. And sometime real soon, we're going to get to pack some bags for that too. So that's always kind of a fun thing when we get to do that and be a part of that together. All right, it is time for our game. Those of you that normally come here know that we usually like to start things off with a game. We do have some people playing our game for us today. So we had Timmy, Brooks. Brooks, you were one. I don't think it's... Oh, he didn't? Oh, who are you bringing with you, Timmy? Gwen's going to come? All right, awesome. All right, we got Brian and Parker. Gwen, we'll have to get you on the next one, okay? All right, and Keaton is going to be my special helper again. You guys can sit right here on the edge for me for now, okay? Go ahead and sit right here on the edge of the stage. Right here on the edge of the stage. Oh, you guys are good right there. Brian, let's have you over here on this side. This is Brian's first time at this park. We're just throwing him right in, getting him involved with the game right off the bat. Now, some of you have been asking, why are we playing the same game? I tell you, I had another game ready to go. And I was actually kind of excited about it. But I started thinking about this Kerplunk game. I was like, we got to play Kerplunk one more time. So we're going to play Kerplunk one more time. Also, there's a little twist. Those of you that were here last week, this is going to be just a little bit different because we've got mostly blue balls in here, but we do have some orange ones. The blue is going to be worth 1 point. The orange one is going to be worth 2. You don't want points, right? You don't want that counts as 2 if you get an orange one. All right?
That's why there's more blue.
That's why there's more blue. Yep. So if you get an orange, that counts as 2. So let's see. The way this works is we're going to pull one stick out at a time, right? Taking turns. And as the balls begin to fall out, they'll roll into this bucket here. Keaton's going to be my personal assistant, help me keep track of how many each person has. And whoever has the fewest is going to advance to the championship round. We'll have Timmy and Brooks go head to head. And then whoever wins out of that will meet in the championship. And our winner will get to draw a prize out of the prize bucket. So, Brian, how you feeling? Feeling good about this? All right. Really putting you on the spot. How do you feel about that? If I didn't know you were such an outgoing kid, I wouldn't have done it. But I know that you're comfortable in this situation, right? He's like, stop talking to me. All right, let's go ahead and we'll start the music up. And Brian, you're going to be going first. Keaton, get ready with that bucket there. You're just going to pick one of these sticks to pull out, and you're going to try to choose one that doesn't let the balls fall out. That looks like a good choice. Don't forget that once you touch a stick, you're stuck with that one. You have to pick that one. All right. You're up, Park. Very nice. So far, so good. All right. So far, so good. Is this going to be another one where we have them all pulled out and they end up getting stuck in there? Oh, I don't think so. All right, Brian's turn. If you touch one, you got to pull it. Oh! Oh, it's a double. It's a double. All right, Keith, your bucket. Oh, man. All right, pressure's on, Brian. Oh, boy. Oh! I think you lucked out to only get one there. Your bucket, Keith.
Oh. Is that for his or for yours?
No, that one was for. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Things suddenly started looking better for you, Brian. I think you got a pretty good chance here.
This one's the last one.
We'll just leave that one right where it is. Oh, all right, let's see. Let's see what we've got. Keaton's going to count that bucket. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What do you got over there, Keith?
I have 11 right now.
That means Brian advances to the next round. Congratulations, Brian Parker. Thank you for playing. All right, Parker, go ahead and take a seat. Keaton, go ahead and get those sticks put in. And then Brian, you take a seat right there on the edge. Timmy and Brooks, go ahead and come on up here, guys. We'll have Timmy right here on this side, Brooks right there on that side. While Keaton's getting that set up for us, we do have our water bottles again. By the way, I didn't say anything about this last week, but we are going to try to sell those water bottles too. Now, we're not trying to make any money on the water bottles. It's just we're trying to try to get back some of the money for giving away as prizes, and any extra that we have, that's going to go right into the missions project and into the backpack pantry. So if you want to buy a water bottle, you can do that. If you don't have the opportunity to win one as a prize up here during the game, you can buy one for $10, and it goes for a good cause then.
And actually, me and Books, I think Books wants water.
Okay. How we doing there, Keith? All right, here we go. You guys ready?
I'm going up this game.
Timmy says he's good at this game. He's an expert for pumpkins. All right, let's get that music started up again. All right, Brooks, your turn, bud. Oh, man. Oh, man. They're moving. You're up, Brooks. Oh, my goodness. How did those not fall out? Oh, he's got a few. Oh, he's got a few more. It's going to be close, I think. All right, Timmy. Uh-oh. All right, you're up, Keith. Wait, is it? Okay. Yeah, Brooks turn. Interesting choice. All right, Timmy. One more to go. This is going to be a close one. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, man.
12.
I'm pretty sure it was 10. 12. What did you say?
12.
Do we gotta
What do we
play?
do? We've got a tie.
Rock, paper, scissors.
We've got a tie. We're gonna rock, paper, scissors this to see who goes in the championship round. Okay, Brooks, it's best out of three, best out of three. Okay, Brooks has one. Brooks, Keaton, go ahead and start your turn. It's tied up. Timmy advances to the next round on the front. It doesn't get any more intense than that, folks. Brooks, thanks for playing. You go ahead and take a seat, buddy. Thank you for playing. Hang on, don't put them in there yet, Timmy. Put them in the bucket. Put them in the bucket. Not in there, not in there, because we got to put these in first, buddy. Keaton has a very uniform way of putting these sticks in there. All right, and we are in the championship round here, folks.
Yes!
Comes down to Brian and Timmy. Let's get that music started back up. Timmy's gonna go first. So far, so good. Oh, you did? Timmy's turn. So far, it's looking good. Okay, all right. Yeah, I was just gonna leave it until we have the first one. Ooh, there's the first couple to go. Timmy's got a couple. One more for Timmy. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Did Brian already took this? All right, Timmy. Oh my goodness. Caught Keaton sleeping on the job. That's all of them. All right, let's see what we've got here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh.
11. That means Timmy is our winner. Barely made it into the round. Barely wins in the championship. Congratulations, Timmy. Good job. All right. I'm guessing you're gonna want the old Reese's cup, right? The leftover Christmas candy. No, that's what you want. All right. He's gonna get the new water bottle.
Everybody keeps getting that.
Everybody keeps getting that. Yeah. It's the new thing, you know? All right. Keep forgetting stuff on one side of the stage and the other side of the stage. Let's stand up and sing this song. Okay. I want to see how pretty you guys can sing today, because we're getting this song down, memorizing Isaiah 40:31. So I think we're starting to get the hang of the word and stuff. I know that you guys can sing loud. I want to hear you guys sing pretty today, okay? We're going to start off nice and soft, nice and pretty. Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. This is where you gotta get that look on your face, right? Give me strength to carry on. You're my light when the night is long. When the storm keeps raging on, you give me hope. Let's stay on that slide, Jason. Let's do that one more time. Give me hope to carry on. You're my light when the night is long. When the storm keeps raging on, you give me hope. All right, here comes the chorus. You ready? Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. and say, there you go, buddy. Real soft. World is dark, but still I will never fear. When hope seems lost, still I will know you're here. A little louder. World is dark, but still I will never fear. When hope seems lost, still I will know you're here. Nice and loud. World is dark, but still I will never fear. When hope seems lost, still I will know you're here. I will not be overcome, no, I will persevere. Those who open the door will renew their strength. They will soar amongst the eagles. They will run and not weary. They're walking down the way. Those who open the door will renew their strength. Hey, listen, everybody, put your hand like this. One great big high five to everybody, because you guys sound awesome. You guys are really getting that down. Nice work. All right, go ahead and take a seat, and let's see what's going on and with the Adventures of Joy and Ian today. See what they're up to.
In the hills in the west, of here. Maybe Red Sawyer. Oh, but it said there. Maybe like California? California? Are you kidding? You know what their price of living is out there? Just west of here, Joy. I'm going west.
That's
Oh, I'm going.
you're going west.
Ain't nothing left over here, Joy.
And just stop right here. You have plenty to offer me. You are a great person. You're informer, you're funny, and you're even kind.
Am I, Joy? Am I?
Yes, you are.
Well, I don't feel like it. You know, there's days I just feel down and I don't feel like I'm doing nothing for Jesus and the cause of Christ.
Well, and we all feel that way sometimes. And you know what? Jesus Christ loves us. He loves us so much to offer Him. We just don't always feel like He's always there for us. He always loves us. Not what?
So I just use what I got.
Absolutely.
You're my harmonica.
I suppose you can use your harmonica.
I could work on that, Joy. I could work on that right now. I think I'm working on my harmonica playing right now.
All right. I think that would be a great idea.
Right, cleaning up my mess. All
All right. Yeah, you're right.
Made a fire on the stage. That's crazy. Not a real one. You're right. That wouldn't be a good idea, would it? Like that? It's got a fan in it, so it makes it go like this. Alright, well there you go. Ian was talking about something that I think is kind of talking about something we talk about quite a bit here, because I think it's important for all of us to understand, especially as you guys are kids and growing up, that God made us special. God made us in a way that we can do whatever it is He had planned for us in a way that nobody else could. So that's something that's important to know, and something Ian was talking about there. All right, so we're going to get into our Bible story today. Now, we're going to look in a book of the Bible that was written by the Apostle Paul. Now, Paul wrote a lot of the books that are in the Bible today, and Paul originally wrote these books as letters to the believers in different churches, or sometimes to different individuals. And he wanted to encourage the believers to follow Jesus and to live in a way that Jesus had taught them to live. And Paul spent years teaching to one specific church in the town of Ephesus. And so the book of Ephesians, book in the New Testament, is actually a letter that he wrote later on to the people in Ephesus. And it's important to know that Paul wrote this letter while he was actually in prison. Okay, now, what did Paul do that got him thrown into prison? Anybody know? Did he do something bad? What do you think it was, Carson? What was it, Carson? No, I'm sorry. I thought you were raising your hand. So Paul was talking about Jesus. Some people didn't like that, and so they put him into prison. That was all he did wrong. He really didn't do anything wrong. He was just talking about Jesus. And so imagine Paul, this is just kind of a side note, but imagine Paul sitting in prison writing what would later become part of the Bible. Isn't that crazy to think that he would sit there, and a lot of what he wrote, he was talking about how happy he was to be able to do what he was doing. Imagine being in prison and being able to say that. So people were angry that he was telling people about Jesus, put him in prison, and he's writing this letter to the Ephesians. Now, Paul wanted to remind the Ephesians what God had done for them, and he wanted them to understand that if they believed in God, then it should change the way that they use their words. So listen to what he said in Ephesians 4:29. I think we've got that up here. Don't let any evil talk come out of your mouths. Say only what will help to build others up and meet their needs. Then what you say will help those who listen. Now, Paul knew that it was an important topic for the believers in Ephesus, and it's super important for us too, because our words, are very powerful. And in fact, our words are probably more powerful than what we really realize. Okay, what we say can have more of an impact on the people around us than what we might really think. So, for one thing, words can build people up. So meet Ethan. Here's Ethan, okay? He just woke up and got ready for school, but before he left, his mom used her words to build him up. That's something that moms are usually pretty good at. So she used words that were nice. Go ahead and go. There we go. I don't know if you can tell. It's kind of small, I know, so if you're in the back, it might be kind of hard to see. But it's kind of like Scrabble letters. We've kind of got like a game theme this month, right? So it's Scrabble letters, and it says nice. That's one of the things that words can be, right? They can be nice, pleasant. And she chose words, talking about Ethan's mom here, chose words that would encourage Ethan. And she was loving and she was positive when she spoke to him.
Encourage.
Loving and positive. So how do you think Ethan felt as he got on the bus and he headed for school that day? Felt great, right? Ethan had all kinds of confidence, was feeling good about himself, was feeling good around the world, about the world around him, and was just going on his way, ready for a great day at school, feeling all pumped up because of the nice words that his mom had spoken to him. All because of the words that his mom chose to speak to him. Now the thing is, words can also tear people down, right? So when Ethan got on the bus, he sat near a couple of older kids who used their words in a hurtful way. Now, one of these kids was his friend, somebody that he knew pretty well, but the other kid he had never met before. Now, this boy, the one he didn't know, started to say mean things to Ethan. We get mean up there, I think. We get mean up there. It is. Mean, right? And he was sarcastic. Now that's when you say something that you don't really mean, you kind of mean the opposite. So maybe he was like, hey, Ethan, cool shoes. And he didn't really mean it. He was kind of a way of making fun. Now sometimes we can be sarcastic and it's joking with our friends and that kind of thing. It's not always bad. But when we're being sarcastic to be mean to somebody, it can be very hurtful and it can really tear them down. He was dishonest. He started to say things about Ethan that weren't true. And besides that, he was just downright rude. So he used his words to tear Ethan down. And by the time Ethan got off the bus, how was Ethan feeling? Sad. You know, he started out the day feeling encouraged because of the words that his mom spoke to him to pick him up. But by the time he got off the bus, he was feeling pretty discouraged and pretty down because of the words that this kid had said to him to be mean. But don't worry, Ethan's day can turn around again. So, because words can lift people up, they can tear people down, and they can repair. They can help to make us feel better. So as Ethan got off the bus, the older kid who was his friend, the one that he knew well, saw that Ethan looked really upset, and he could see by the way that Ethan was acting that he was really discouraged. And so he came and he told Ethan that he was sorry that he didn't speak up. So he said sorry. And he was truthful, and he was honest with Ethan, and he used words that were respectful. There's sorry, there's respectful. And he even spoke up to the kid who had been mean to Ethan and told him it wasn't okay to talk to his friend that way or to talk to anybody that way. And he tried to unify the boys, bring them together, and he tried to bring peace to the situation. He could see that things were a little bit rough, and he was trying to smooth things over and get everybody so that there was peace and not all this ugly fighting. Now, have you ever felt like Ethan in this story?
Yes.
Has someone ever said something to you? You don't have to answer out loud. Just it's a rhetorical question. Has anybody ever said something to you, said words to you to build you up? My guess is that there probably have. There probably has been someone that has said words that were nice to you to encourage you. And has someone ever said words to you that were mean and to bring you down?
Yes.
My guess is probably yes. Probably everybody in here has had that happen. Someone who said mean words to us. And has anyone ever apologized to you to try to make things right, to try to heal and repair? My guess is that they probably have. Maybe you don't remember a specific example, but I bet that's happened before. I think all of us know how people's words can make us feel, and that should make us want to choose our words wisely. And like Paul wrote in his letter, we should use our words to build people up. We have the responsibility to choose words that will encourage and help people around us. So as we talk about responsibility this week, that's one of the responsibilities that we have. Let's look at Ephesians 4:29 again. Don't let any evil talk come out of your mouths. Say only what will help to build others up and meet their needs. Then what you say will help those who listen. It's a great rule for all of us, and it brings us to our bottom line for today, which is very simple. Use your words wisely. You know, you can use encouraging words with your siblings to help them feel like they can take on any challenge that's in front of them. You know, a lot of times siblings kind of fight with each other, right? But think about how powerful it could be if you encourage your brother or your sister and let them know that they can take on that challenge. You can repair a relationship by saying that you're sorry. You can unify your group of friends by saying only good things about people when they're not around. And I don't think people always understand how much of an impact your words really have. You ever accidentally hurt somebody's feelings or accidentally did something and someone gets upset at you? And it's real easy for us to get defensive and we say something like, well, you shouldn't take it so personally. That shouldn't bother you so much, right? And what that does is it just kind of creates more friction. And instead what we should say is, you know what, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings like that. Think about how powerful that is and how that changes that relationship if we choose our words wisely. Our responsibility is to use words that will build others up and encourage them. And if we do, we make a big difference in the relationships with the people around us. We'll show people that they can trust us because we want what's best for them. And this is what Jesus spoke about. He talked about using words of wisdom and kindness and love. And he explained what was true about God in a way that people could understand. He used his words to speak truth and hope into the world. And it's really simple. Use words that build people up and help them. Let's go ahead.